My name is Susan Rushton, and this is Lifelong English Major. And before I go any further, I want to explain why we're doing this. For years, I was maybe once a year, maybe I was bringing in somebody who worked with words, who was a writer. And maybe there were several years that I didn't, and I finally thought, this is stupid. I need to write. I need to bring in people who write, because I write and I admire people who write, and so that's what Lifelong English Major is about. And I have a book that I want to share with you today. And it's not necessarily the book. Mainly, it's the fact that it's James Thurber. If you haven't read anything about James Thurber, please look at him. He's dead for a long years, many years, but he's fabulous. This is about his books. No, his dogs. And I'm reading about a dog that he and his two other brothers had when they were young. This is a dog who was pretty outrageous. They loved him madly. He was running around all over the place and getting into trouble. And finally, this dog came home and was really sick. He was in great trouble. We could see he licked at our hands, our two hands, and staggering fell, but got up again. We could see that he was looking for someone. One of his three masters was not home. That master did not get home for an hour. During that hour, the bull terrier fought against death, and which was a tough thing to do. And when the person he was waiting for did come through the gate, whistling, ceasing to whistle, Rex walked a few wobbly paces toward him, touched his hand with his muzzle, and fell down again. And of course he died. Now, it's not the fact that this dog died that I'm reading about. It's the fact that the person the brother that the two others were waiting for, he did come through the gate whistling, ceasing to whistle. That's all he said. He came through the gate whistling and ceasing to whistle. This is James Thurber. He knew afterwards. He knew when he was writing this. I've got to shut up. I've got to shut up. I've got to shut up. He's got to shut up. All he has to do is stop whistling. There are so many things that a little boy would be saying, doing, running around, but he stopped whistling, and that's it. And when I read that, I was just so impressed. It's perfect. There is nothing else that you could need to say. And how eager one might be to say more, but that's it. That's all you need to say. Okay. Think about that, writer. Okay. So that's done. So my guest today is Barbara Olson Lawrence.
Hello.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello.
I'm thrilled to have you. I have been encouraged to have you with me. And may I share your email with people?
Sure.
Okay. Barbara's email.
It's the one on the back of the book that I'd like
Okay.
to share. It's right there.
All right. Barbara Olson Lawrence at gmail.com. Lawrence, Lawrence, at gmail.com. And this is Drawing Water, the Art of Finding My Way. And she's going to talk about that pretty soon. So, how long have you been writing?
Officially,
No, just
writing.
writing.
I have only been writing, air quotes,
Officially.
officially, beginning with this book, a little bit before this book.
Yes.
Prior to this book, growing up, I have always been fascinated with words, combination of words, the sound of words, words representing objects. My grandmother played Scrabble with me, and
Words.
words. She taught me how to play Scrabble. She also taught me how to strategize in Scrabble. I could never beat her, but that was
Good for her. Good
It,
for her. She didn't let you win.
yeah,
She didn't
Yes.
let you win.
yeah,
Good.
I adored my grandmother, so I would have done anyway. Words. I've always paid attention to words, and then I got in a situation after I retired, where my husband and I were remodeling our house and taking care of his aging mother, and my world sort of started to collapse in on me. Too many new things all at once, I think. And I signed up for a journaling class. I'd never, been a journaler, and I thought, well, I'll just learn some techniques. And I don't know how long it took me, but it seemed very soon that I skipped right over the journaling and started writing sentences and paragraphs about some events in my life that I'd been carrying with me since I can remember back to like age 4, So I started putting stories to paper.
Okay.
And that was about 15 years ago. It took me 12 years to finish my book. Once I figured out I was going to write a book.
How did you? Why did you think about writing a book?
As I started writing those stories about my life growing up, I had it was very chaotic, and I wanted.
What was chaotic about it?
I had a mother that a lot of people would describe as wacko.
Oh, okay.
Neglectful. We moved a lot. I went to a different school at least every 2 years. So life was hard. And I wanted to share those stories with my kids, and so I started writing a book for my kids. And I was in a critique group, and I was writing these stories and talking about writing a book, and I wanted to hand bind a book for my sons, and my critique group said, your book is more valuable than that. It's more, it needs to get to a wider audience.
Than one person.
Than two people.
Okay.
And so they are the ones that ooched me along to encouraged me and helped me.
Is in that group
final.
you talked who insisted is what group?
It's the Willow Valley Writers Willow Valley Writers Critique Group.
Okay, where are they? In Willow Valley.
we meet in Grass Valley at one of the members' houses, and that group is private, but one of the members teaches writing. So if someone wants to contact me and get more information about that, I'm happy to share.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So to answer your question, I was not an official writer other than letters to my grandmother, college papers, high school papers, but I've always been fascinated with words.
And why? What about the words fascinates you?
I think for me, it's the magic of putting words together to make a sentence or to
The
say
magic of putting words together to make a sentence. The magic.
Mhm.
The magic. It isn't, which means there's something else going on. Huh. Why is it magic?
Well, I am also a visual artist, and I think there is a lot of visual appeal in how words are put together. What picture do I see when words are put together in a certain way? So,
Yeah, yeah. The idea of writing forces the person who's writing to, because it's if it were a if it were a play or a movie, you could, that's simple, you know, here they are, but you have to have something to to make it clear to for the other. You know what they look like.
Exactly.
You know how they're how long their fingers are, how many things they have on their fingers, and what their glasses look like,
Mm-hmm.
but and how tall they are.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who are reading, if you sometimes, well, I've written something that all I'd say is that these women are old, and that's about it, and that's all I cared about.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes there's a lot of necessary other stuff to do.
Yeah, and for me too, it's about as you're describing, it's about painting a picture, drawing a picture of that old person.
Mm-hmm.
What elements have to be in this paragraph to show this person as being old, not young,
Mm-hmm.
tall, not short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's for me, it's about creating a picture
Mm-hmm.
that someone can see. Yeah.
Did you find that hard
That is
at the beginning, anyway?
Yeah, yes, for sure, and it still is a little. It still is
Yeah.
difficult
Yeah.
because words have to make sense.
Darn. Well, the heck with that. Okay.
I mean, a visual image has to make sense too, but I think it just, my opinion, the visual image, there's a lot more leeway as to what makes it make sense.
Uh-huh.
Words, people want words to make sense. They want
Yeah.
a sentence to make sense.
And that's a reward, and and if people don't get that, they're annoyed, and if they do get it, they don't recognize it.
Yeah.
They expect it, and they continue. Oh yeah, got it. And I see.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that's a fair expectation. When you're reading a book, you want to be able to see.
You want to.
See the characters, see the setting, feel the wind on the prairie.
Mhm.
You want to be able to feel that. Well, that's an author's job, is to create that so the reader can feel those
Mhm.
senses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I have done this maybe once. Read a book, and when I was 15, 16, 17 or something, and I realized I was watching a boat being in the wind, and in it's a mess, and I was up here watching.
Right.
I was not reading, I was watching.
Mm.
I could see it,
Mm.
and that rarely happens, and I keep remembering that. And, oh
Yeah.
wow! I didn't even realize I was reading.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember a book from high school. I don't remember what year. May have been junior high. A book called The Stranger by Albert Camus.
Oh my
Albert-
goodness, really?
I remember that. I distinctly remember
12, 13?
something like that.
Oh my gosh.
What struck me about that book, and I haven't read it since, but I still remember it. What struck me about that book is what I felt when I read it. It was stark, and it was scary, and
Yeah.
moody. Just now I know how that happened. Why I felt that. I know the techniques that an author can use to for a reader to feel those things.
Ooh, good.
That's magic.
Yes,
I mean, that's what I'm.
yes,
That's to
yes.
me. Yeah, it's profound the effect a book can have on somebody.
Yes, especially.
by using all those techniques, the
And-
writing technique, craft
and
techniques.
What's
Yeah.
the name of it again?
The Stranger.
Stranger. By whom?
I think his first name is Albert. His last name is Camus. Camus.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, very memorable.
Yes.
Yeah, I think about it often. I should probably reread it, see if it has the same effect on me.
And it won't.
No.
It'll be just something else.
And I think that's why I haven't reread it. I don't want to disturb that memory that I have. It was so moving,
And it will still be moving.
yeah,
It's just that
But-
you're older,
Yeah.
and you know more,
yeah.
and you understand more.
And specifically, I know about writing. Not that I am at that caliber. I want to make very clear.
Oh well.
I am
okay.
not, and I'm fine with that. That's something I can aspire to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have heard about Stranger
Mm-hmm.
and heard about Camus.
Yeah.
And the idea of having somebody 12, 13, wow.
Well, books can change lives, and
They can.
yeah.
So did that change your life?
In a creative way, I think
Okay.
it certainly did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there another book that changed your life?
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
many. No,
Okay.
that's a big question.
Yeah, I know.
So many books changed my life. I just finished James by Percival Everett.
I've started that, and it. And
Oh, what an incredible idea!
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
to write that story from the perspective of a character
Yeah.
from another famous
Yeah.
book. Just an incredible idea, and then it was a well-crafted book, engaging, and the story was good
and horrifying.
and horrifying, as we know that
Yeah.
time can be. Very
Yeah.
horrifying.
And I remember reading the first book, which is what
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Several times.
Right.
But reading
James.
James,
Mhm.
reading James is just, oh, I see what the white people are doing to them, and how the black people are working to be reasonable
Yeah.
and living.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
it's just horrifying.
There were so many details in that book that I had never thought of. My reading and my understanding of that time in our history takes a broader view. There were so many engaging details of how he read, snuck away to read, and the details were just phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
Okay, back to your work. Back to your writing. Are you writing some more?
I dabble.
You dabble.
Yes, I am writing. I'm writing bits and pieces, stories, observations, having to do with aging, and I don't know where they're going yet. I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas. Not ready to share them yet. But yes, I do write. Not with the focus that I did with my first book.
Mm-hmm.
Going through the process of self-publishing was so incredibly new to me. Every single element of it was new to me, and some of it I'm not a particularly technologically aware person, and so there were a lot of steps in self-publishing that I had never done before. So it was difficult, and I'm just.
You'd rather write.
I'd much rather write. And then there's the business end of having written a book,
Which is
nobody.
Okay, writing is writing. I'm by myself. By myself.
Exactly.
By myself.
Exactly.
Or and day after day after day, month after month, year after year. And then suddenly you have to be around people. You have to get people. You have to.
It's be around people, but it's just a different way of talking about a book, writing. It's the point for a lot of people is to sell a book.
Sure.
And I mean that's right. If everybody who writes a book wants to sell a book, and
not only that, have you heard? She's got a book.
Yeah. So there's all that, but my comfort zone is talking about writing and the creative part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
all the other is worthwhile. I'm not saying it's not worthwhile. I mean, you have to do it, but that part of it was difficult for me. And I'm also what happened is that now that I've written a book and published a book, there's something in a person's brain, I think. I don't think I'm too unique in this. There's something that says, okay, I've written a book. I'm just, I can just do this other one. I can do this next one, start to finish, and no problem. I've been there, done that. I can do this.
I can do it.
And that is
not easily. Not quickly anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'm discovering that I do better when I go all the way back to the beginning and kind of pretend I've not written before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you speak to people about?
I have gone to book clubs and answered questions, and
can you ask? Can you tell us what questions have been asked? So, can you remember?
Yeah, one person.
You liked it anyway.
I love answering questions. One person asked about the characters in my book, my family members, asking how they were, and now, and that I love that. That meant to me that some of my characters were in full color to them, became real people, and they wondered how they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have the people you've written about read this?
Oh yeah.
Are they upset?
Well, no.
Oh, good.
No. Not that
They
they shared
didn't
with
seem
me.
upset. Okay.
I was. There are a lot of stories that have happened in my life that I did not write about. People I did not write about, because my focus in the book was my two sons, and for me there are just some things that not everybody needs to know. And so I wanted to balance saying what was true carefully.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah.
But truths that would resonate without offending or hurting or scaring, or
that takes time.
Yes.
And
therapy too.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
So, what is the best you feel about writing?
Wow. You talked earlier about going deep into yourself, while you're writing, you go deep. So for me, whether it's writing or doing artwork, it is the best route for self-discovery that I know of. I also think that I was given a gift, a creative gift, when I was born, and it feels almost necessary to write or do artwork. There was apparently I'm in a writing phase of my creativity now. The artwork I have done a lot of artwork, exhibited a lot of artwork, but writing calls to me now. So I think there is just and again, I don't think I'm unique in this. I think a lot of people who have been given a gift, whether it's singing or athleticism or I think it's just something we're born with, and it's something we have to do.
And I can imagine that there might be some people who are aware that this is it's a gift that I'm born with, but I can't do that. I've got to do other things.
Yes.
But you have chosen. You aren't. It is not your fault that you have this gift.
Yes.
It isn't something that you've said, oh yes, that's what I want to wear. Writing. Apparently it's been on you all the time.
Yes.
But you have decided this is what I'm going to do.
And that came to me as I realized that doing artwork is what saved me from the chaotic childhood I was living. I got through it by going deep into myself and making something beautiful on paper. That's how I survived.
And it made you happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And safe. I felt very safe making art.
Good. And do you still do that? Yes. Sometimes.
Yes.
I'm writing, and
Yeah, I do sometimes not anything like I did before. That's why I said apparently I'm in my writing phase now. Like Picasso went through his blue phase, or whatever. I'm in a writing phase. But I really do miss making art on paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is?
In fact, this is my painting on my book.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I have one last question. What do you tell us what you think good writing is?
For me, there are a lot of answers to that. Good writing is a book where I learned something. I just bought a book on physics. I'm interested. I'm curious about physics, so I'll learn about physics.
Yes,
so
you
that's
will.
Yes.
You'll learn something about physics.
That's important. I think if a book can touch me emotionally, like this James did, that is only one of the reasons that book is so excellent, is that it really touched me, the humanity of people. That touched me. So emotion, if it can touch an emotion, if it can make me laugh.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I love it when something makes me laugh. Yeah. That's great.
You read from James Thurber, we have a dog, and if it's a story about a dog, that if it reminds me of something or someone I love, then that's good writing.
Yes.
But lots of definitions for me, what makes good writing.
Yeah, that's neat. Do you have any? I think we're done.
Can I look the other way now?
Yes, you can. I think you can. Barbara, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you very much for coming, and it's been a pleasure talking with you. I really am happy that Phil, my boss, said, please have Barbara come.
Stop.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that Phil said, well, let's please get Barbara.
Yeah, this I love talking about. I love doing. I've never talked in this situation, but I really my book launch that Phil attended at our house. It was I just did answered ad lib questions and from family members. It was just wonderful.
Yes, thank you. Yes, when we're done. Thank you very much, and I will see you again.